5 things that you must not do when you visit Siem Reap, Cambodia. That is what we're going to discuss in today's video. Now, if you are planning a big trip to Southeast Asia, it's very likely you are going to be coming to Siem Reap because Siem Reap is the home of Angkor Wat, one of the world's most famous religious sites. And I definitely recommend that you come and check it out because Siem Reap is a nice town itself, and of course Angkor Wat is one of the biggest tourist attractions in the entire region. Now, I'm going to start by mentioning something that is not necessarily something that you must not do when you visit Siem Reap, but just be aware that if you are coming to Siem Reap, there are some really good hostels that you can stay at there, so don't be afraid to stay at some hostels because it's known to have a very good hostel scene with very highly rated hostels. I mean, you can see here some of the reviews and ratings of these hostels, so do go down below to the description and the comment section because you can book through Hostel World if you do need a hostel. Always use Hostel World to book your hostels because it's a very easy website or app to use. You can compare all the hostels there, you can see all the reviews, you can filter through for the amenities that you want. Now, I personally didn't actually stay at a hostel in Siem Reap. I'll come on to why very soon, but I would have done, but I do recommend anyway that you stay at a hostel in Siem Reap because there are some really good ones. Right, so now we will start with the first thing that you must not do when you visit Siem Reap, and this is a mistake that I made. I didn't do my research properly. You must not forget to purchase your tickets online before you visit Angkor Wat, and in fact, any of the temples in Siem Reap, you need to book your tickets online because the thing is, if you're arriving by a tuk-tuk or a taxi, the tickets are scanned before you actually enter the temple. So you have to have your tickets on your phone ready for them to be scanned, and then you're dropped off inside the temple that you're going to. Now, when you do look on Apple Maps or Google Maps, you will see that there are just lots and lots of temples, and all the major temples have their own ticketing system. So you will need to make sure that you do have your tickets ready on the phone that you have for them to be scanned. Now, it's probably likely that you will be booking a tour, for example, the famous sunrise tour where you get to see the sunrise over Angkor Wat. Again, I didn't actually do this, and I'll come on to why I didn't do this soon. Again, same reason as why I didn't stay in a hostel, but anyway, you will probably be booking this sunrise Angkor Wat tour. Again, what you'll notice here is that the tickets for the temples are not included. This is just the tickets for the tour, but the tickets to actually enter the temples are not included in many of these tours. So unless you find a tour that includes the ticket entry inside the cost of the tour, then as I said before, make sure you have your tickets booked online and ready on your phone to be scanned. Now, on the screen here again, this is the sunrise tour, and this is the tour that I recommend and everyone recommends. So the link to this tour is below in the comment section and the description. So if you do want to book the tour, the link is below. So you're probably wondering why I'm recommending a tour that I didn't do and why I'm recommending staying in hostels when I didn't even stay in a hostel. Well, the thing is, I felt ill. I was pretty ill with stomach issues, rear issues throughout my time in Cambodia, and I also had a bit of flu as well on top of that. So that does link on to my second thing that you must not do when you come to Siem Reap, and that is you must not forget to have some stomach tablets with you, or at least some tissue with you at all times in case you do need to use the toilet, because many of the toilets do not have tissue in Cambodia. They do have those wash guns that you can spray yourself with, but you'll still want some tissue obviously to clean up any mess left over. So make sure you have some tissues with you at all times, and do make sure you have some stomach tablets just in case you fall ill, because you're probably going to be eating the local food there, and if your stomach isn't acclimatized to perhaps a lower hygiene level to normally what you're used to, you could end up a little bit sick. I mean, my 5-hour bus journey from Phnom Penh to Siem Reap was very, very challenging for me and my stomach, so do be prepared. But anyway, moving on to the third thing that you must not do when you come to Siem Reap, do not use dirty or ruined dollar bills. Now, you may be aware if you're coming to Cambodia that Cambodia has 2 currencies that you can pay with, either the US dollar or the Cambodian riel. Now, it's probably going to be impossible for you to find Cambodian riel outside of Cambodia, so you're probably going to need to bring some US dollars with you. So that's what I would recommend. Bring the US dollars with you, and you can pay in US dollars everywhere in Cambodia, though do expect to get back Cambodian riel in change. You may get a mixture between dollars and riel. That happens as well sometimes in Cambodia, but because the official currency is the riel, do make sure that you have crisp, clean dollar bills when you are paying, because they do have a right to turn down dollar bills that they may feel are too dirty or not clean or broken. So make sure that your dollar bills are as crisp as possible. Now, in many of the supermarkets and restaurants in Siem Reap, you will be able to use credit card to pay. However, I remember being in a cafe where the card machine broke and everyone had to pay in cash. So do be aware that you will need some cash. And if you are eating street food, for example, then you'll definitely want cash for that. So do have a mixture between cash and credit card on you. And the best way to go about that would be to have some dollar bills with you before you arrive into Cambodia. And then when you start paying for things using dollars, you're then going to have a mixture between dollars and Cambodian riel. It's not ideal, but unfortunately it just is what it is. So you just have to deal with it, unfortunately. But anyway, we're going to move on to the fourth big thing that you must not do when you come to Siem Reap, and it's about the airport. Don't take your time to get to the airport, because as you can see on the map here, the airport is pretty far away from the town. It's about a 25-mile or roughly 40-kilometer journey away from the town of Siem Reap itself. Oh, and also don't go to the old airport. The old airport closed down in 2023. If you Google Siem Reap Airport, you may see this airport on the screen here, REP Airport, come up. That airport closed in 2023. This brand new Siem Reap SAI Airport opened very recently. It's a new airport and it's 25 to 30 miles outside of the city of Siem Reap. So do not get a taxi or a grab taxi to the wrong airport, the one that closed down. Siem Reap Angkor International is the one you want, not Siem Reap International. You want to go to SIA Airport, not REP Airport, which is not open anymore. So do be aware of that. Now, you can use grab taxis, I mentioned before, to get to the airport. SAI grab taxi is kind of like the Uber of Southeast Asia. Definitely make sure you have grab taxi downloaded on your phone. You can use it to deliver food to your accommodation as well, and to get tuk-tuks and taxis. So definitely have that on your phone. Just something else to mention as well, if it does turn out that your flight from Siem Reap Airport, or any airport to be honest with you, is delayed by more than 3 hours or is cancelled, you can use this website here on the screen. The link is below in the comment section and the description. AirHelp are a flight compensation website, and you can claim up to $560 worth of compensation if your flight was cancelled or delayed by over 3 hours. So go below to the comment section and the description. If you did have a cancelled or delayed flight recently, do check them out, because you can get your compensation with them. So now then, we are going to move on to the fifth and final thing that you must not do when you come to Siem Reap, and that is that you should not come expecting Siem Reap to be like Thailand or Vietnam. Cambodia overall is obviously a different country, it's a different culture, it's a different language, obviously a different history with the horrible genocide in Cambodia under Pol Pot. So it's a country with a very different history and background to maybe other neighbouring countries. And one thing you will notice about Cambodia is that it is a poorer country. The development in Cambodia is poorer compared with nearby countries. The infrastructure, the roads are just not as good. Now, please don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to insult the country, I'm just saying the facts that it is poorer and there is a lot of poverty sadly in Cambodia. There is a lot of Chinese investment coming into the country. As I mentioned before, the new Siem Reap Airport, that was an airport created under Chinese investment. That airport is actually going to be the center of a brand new city. That's what my taxi driver was telling me, that the Chinese are just going to make this random brand new planned city with the airport there. And there's also other airports that they want to build as well. But that investment is not going to the people. Even though China is putting a lot of investment into both Cambodia and Laos, that is not going to the people. My taxi driver was telling me about the fact that the poverty is just getting worse and worse. There are less tourists in Cambodia compared with pre-COVID as well. So they're not getting as much money, they're not getting as much tourism, and people are really struggling. So I just wanted to make clear that the infrastructure, the standard of living is not as high as other countries in Southeast Asia, especially Malaysia, Singapore, definitely Singapore and Malaysia, but also even Thailand, Vietnam as well to a certain extent. But I also want to make clear as well that the people in Cambodia are some of the friendliest people you will probably ever meet, especially in Siem Reap. The people there are so friendly. Yes, there are a few hustlers, yes, there are people trying to make an extra buck, but you can understand that because of the reasons that I mentioned before. But still, most people are just really friendly. They're so happy to give you tips and tricks about their city or their country. They want to share more about their culture and history with you. So definitely give people tips, especially tour guides and taxi drivers, if they're really friendly, because I do think they really deserve it. Now, if you are from Siem Reap or if you're a local in Siem Reap, do drop a comment below and let me know some of the tips that you have for tourists coming to Siem Reap. What things should tourists not do or do when they come to Siem Reap? Drop a comment below and let me know. It will be helpful for other viewers. But otherwise, I do hope that you have enjoyed today's video. Do drop a like if you have enjoyed it and found it useful. Also, do hit the notification bell as well so that you get notified for all of my latest videos. And finally, do subscribe to my channel for more travel content. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.